Welcome to Lemme Say This. And sorry, I just wanted to.
Can we get back to our jobs now? Okay, great,
ahead.
perfect. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing a fun top.
I love when you do that.
I feel like that one Phaedra, when she's like
touching that little feather.
Yeah. That's
but is that you to yourself?
Yeah, because it has a little rose on it.
I see.
So
Yay.
that's my way of saying happy pride. I wore this in your honor.
Yeah, she said a complicated top to honor the gays in my life. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
actually.
well, this one specifically. Yes.
Well, yes.
How is your Pride Month going?
It's not great, Hunter. It's day 2.
Oh, so you saw J-Lo.
I saw J-Lo bumping purses with her backup dancer at the AMAs.
Bumping purses, that's what I say.
Mm-hmm. Clink, clink. It pissed me off. I just feel like if you're going to commit to a bisexual bit, open your mouth. Prove it. Stand on business.
Okay, open your mouth.
Stand on business and strap me, J-Lo. If you're really bi, prove it. I'll be home tonight at 6.
At 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock, yeah.
Wow.
We're out of here at 5. It'll take me an hour to get home.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not saying Remy after?
No, I'll
be sad to hear that. Wow. Okay.
Pride's
so J-Lo was not doing enough for you.
No, but like I hate that Hunter DM'd me a photo of J-Lo on Instagram, legs as wide as they could ever be, leaned back in a chair.
In a big pant. She was wearing a big pant and an
and
Oxford shoe, platform Oxford shoe.
And Hunter said, no text, just forwards the post itself. And I said, she got me again, girl. I'm back in it. I hate how bad I like want her.
I knew there would
need her
be something
biblically.
in that photo for you. I knew it.
Yeah, I need her to strap me yesterday. And not because of that photo, but that time she was rude to me when we were together. And that's all I'll say.
Oh, okay. Yep, totally.
And I said, I like that. Bad attitude on a woman. Come here.
That's why we work. That's why we work.
That is true.
That's why we work.
Come here. Give me
Yeah.
your finger.
Okay, well, my takeaway of the J-Lo AMA's performance is one, random. First, random. It just then like afterwards she announced her residency, like a short residency in Vegas. And I was like, okay, now this is like making more sense. Like the peg.
Making out with a woman. Oh, Vegas. Yeah. I know where we're going next.
No, I'm like, why she's doing it at all. And then that she was dancing to Kendrick Lamar's, which Kendrick Lamar song was it? From one of the songs from GNX, which was funny. But the funnier piece of it is that it reminded me of that time that it was at the Super Bowl, not the one that he performed at, a different Super Bowl. She went with Ben Affleck and they were in a box and she was like getting her entire life to All Right. And it's like no one else in this box in the shot was dancing, just J-Lo moving her arms all hard. I was like, wow, it's just so funny to see J-Lo dancing to a song about cultural appropriation.
Ashanti just stood up. I felt it. I felt her.
See, that's why I can't get enough of her. That's my Shayla. That's really my sister.
You really ride for her. Nobody.
What can I say? She's like the problematic aunt in every Black family. It's like,
in every Black family
here
specifically too.
Yeah,
J-Lo.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
it's like, here she comes. But then she gets there and you're like, okay, well, time to get the party started. Like, let's get loud.
Yeah. I will say one of my favorite things about J-Lo is her not drinking, but having an alcohol brand.
Oh, yeah. That's
very me.
Yeah.
Very me.
Dalola.
What a horrible name. What a bad idea.
No, I love it. It makes me laugh. What can I say?
Her. She's full of bad ideas, just like me. And on that note,
okay, what are we talking about this week? We are talking about Mission Impossible. Oh God, I love a deadbeat dad. Hailey Bieber's new tax bracket and the $1 billion purchase of Rode.
And we're getting girly with social media star and comedian Dylan Carlino.
I'm already so excited. I'm already starstruck. But sorry, let me just say this.
Let me say this.
Are you looking for a home for your worst opinions?
Are you a hater first, but a lover of pop culture second? Consider this a glorified group chat, but we're not calling you out. No, we're calling you in, babe. It's a safe space
to talk shit.
But of course, from Wondery, I'm Peyton Dix.
And I'm Hunter Harris.
And this is Let Me Say This.
Let me say this.
Let me say this.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Dun, 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 dun. I honestly can't tell if I was doing the Mission Impossible song or the Incredibles song.
I have no idea either.
Well, I guess someone will let us know.
Tell us in the comments or don't.
What I'm getting at is that we saw Mission Impossible number 8, The Final Reckoning. So they say. A man named Tom Cruise,
I've heard of him.
who cannot die,
And never will.
and an AI named The Entity, whose days are numbered. And a key. It's about a key as well.
Always a key involved.
Can I say,
A complicated key.
the key took it for me.
That
The
Catholic key?
the Catholic key. And thank you for saying that, because I said, this key came from the Vatican. She came straight from the Pope's house here.
Mhm.
If you've seen the movie, this key is, listen, don't ask me. Somehow this key, which has like 2, honestly, Pride Weekend.
Scissoring. They do kind of scissor.
The key has 2 pieces that kind of lock into one another.
Mhm.
And that key unlocks an AI hideout. And the AI
In a
is planning
submarine.
misinformation. Oh, and there's a submarine. And there's also a man who has the key. But
Real
he-
Mission Impossible
but who-
heads are pissed
but
right
who
now.
also has a USB drive that he wears as a necklace.
Yeah, that happens.
And
Men jewelry, that happens.
yeah.
Oh my God.
And Tom Cruise, let's say it, on 3 needs a haircut.
Oh,
He needs a
yeah.
haircut. He needs a
Before we
haircut.
get there, though, I have to know your Mission Impossible lore. Are you like locked into the series? Are you new to this?
I'm not new to this.
landscape?
I'm true to this.
Oh.
I don't love Mission Impossible as a I wouldn't consider it my favorite Tom Cruise performances or my favorite Tom
Yeah.
Cruise franchise.
Yeah.
That's Top Gun. Not my favorite performance though. That would probably be Eyes Wide Shut or A Few Good Men or Magnolia,
Focus.
Or Color of Money. Anyway,
come back.
I'm a big Tom Cruise head. You can tell I had a coffee. But my most shake the table take on Mission Impossible
Yeah.
is that I love Mission Impossible 2, which is like the least popular
Oh,
entry in the entire franchise. I think directed by John Woo, but I think people need to, Tandy Newton is in it. I think people need
mother.
to revisit Mission Impossible 2. But I don't think I saw 6. I think I saw half of 7. I did see all of 8. Was not really that. I don't know. I kind of felt like this is it.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Well, for the record, have never seen Mission Impossible before. I texted
Oh
that
wow.
to Hunter 10 minutes before my movie started, just being like, oh, I should have mentioned, by the way, before.
But I think that's fine actually, because
Is
they do a lot of especially in this movie, they show a lot
Yeah.
of old clips. They bring a lot of stuff back around.
Yeah.
So you get just as much information as you need going into it to have it connect.
Okay, I felt that, but then I was like, maybe there's lore or moments that I wouldn't be like feeling big about because I didn't watch any of the movies before. The only thing I was feeling big about was Tom Cruise was fine as hell. He was fine as hell.
Listen, one thing that I love about Tom Cruise is that he is vain. We need to listen. I love male vanity,
Yeah,
and Tom Cruise
more-
said, if I'm gonna be in this scene,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have my titties out.
No, Tom Cruise was a pretty bitch.
For
And I
no
literally wrote in
reason.
my notes to ask you, because knowing that you had seen it before, is he always this naked?
not,
this series?
not always this naked, but he in the last few years has regularly shown off his body.
Okay.
But oh my gosh, this who told me this? That in Top Gun Maverick, did you see Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah.
Okay, well they have that scene where they play football, yes, on the beach.
Mhm.
And Tom Cruise, all the guys were working out, wanting to look good on camera, and Tom Cruise made them shoot that scene once in the beginning, and then at the very end of shooting, when everyone else had stopped working out as much, and he had body tight, was let's do it again where I look the best for sure this time.
He is me.
No, that's sorry, I can't hate that.
Yeah,
I
his
really
top
can't
was
hate
off
that.
and his titties were out religiously in this film, which I wasn't saying no to actually. I just was curious about.
Yeah,
But I have to say something.
Mhm.
This is a movie, sure, about a man and a key and a mission and the world ending. But really, what Mission Impossible Final Reckoning is about is Katie O'Brien's forearm and her bicep.
Was that the
The submarine girl. She was in Love Lies
Yeah.
Bleeding. The submarine
Oh
girl.
wait, that was her.
Yes, and every cut to her,
that's
she's
so
like,
crazy. I did not recognize her.
I'm like, put your arm down. Well, don't put it down. I'm looking. But it's every shot, the arm is up in a way that it actually doesn't strategically need to be at all.
That's how I felt about Tramell Tillman.
Uh,
Every time he said Mista.
Why do you talk like that?
I don't know, but I loved it. I said,
Why
oh,
do you
that's
talk like
I love a classic man.
Yes.
No Jadena song.
But I will say, his character in this was kind of Mr.
Exactly
Milchick
her
coded.
Severance. Exactly his Severance character, yeah.
Okay. I
And
mean, I
what's
want
so
more of
wrong
him in
about that?
everything.
What's so wrong about that?
Nothing, I guess. I love Mr. Milchick and those turtlenecks.
Yeah. I love a mustache too. I love a man.
And it's pride. Relax, okay? With all this man talk, Hunter.
Men. Oh, does pride not speak to men who love other men?
Tramel is gay. I actually forgot about that. Speaking of gay,
God,
are these?
you're terrible at pride.
Yes, that's the whole point. Are you just new to this relationship? Have you met me?
Jeez Louise.
Wake up.
The erasure.
Okay, wait. I do want to pivot though.
Yeah.
Let's focus. Speaking of being gay, is this always so campy too? I was
Yeah.
watching it's always like that.
Yeah.
Okay, because the plane fight scene where Gabriel, the villain, is
Mhm.
like giving the most like very classic TM villain smile while like stabbing a knife through a plane.
That was
Sharpest knife in
crazy.
America.
That was really crazy. That was scary to me.
You're scared? Raise your hand if you're scared here.
I was scared. I was like, I don't like knife play like that. I was like, ooh, this is dicey.
Yeah, but it's Tom. He's gonna be fine.
But I did like Tom Cruise holding on for dear life to not one plane, but two planes. And then his parachute not launching, all of it. I was like, wow. The only thing that I did not like I like that as like a final set piece.
Yeah.
However, and this is maybe controversial, I wanted like more like fight scenes. I wanted more like hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, instead of weapons. Because they're fighting a lot.
I know, but I wanted a little bit more. The gun stuff was like not doing a ton for me.
Okay, I can hear that.
Especially because maybe it was like 2 or 3 movies ago, Tom Cruise famously was like handcuffed, hands behind a pole, and he like launched, like truly body rolled himself off the pole onto the floor and got his handcuffs off and like was back in action.
I hate to quote you, but I love a man. I love a man. And Tom Cruise is going to be everything a man needs to be. Also, doesn't he do like most of his own stunts?
Yeah.
He flies
I'm sorry, have you
planes?
heard of Tom Cruise before this?
No,
Before today?
But I've not seen
Jesus
him in this.
Christ.
What are his other movies I'm thinking that like that? I guess the only thing I've ever seen him in was
Top Gun?
Top Gun. Thank you. Me.
That's
playing
the only
movie?
Tom Cruise movie you've
No,
ever
no, no,
seen?
no. I mean, sorry. I meant like an action movie.
Oh. Well, what other Tom Cruise movies have you seen?
Jerry Maguire. My mom's favorite movie. My mom was really into Tom Cruise for a long time, so I had to be an ally to her
Okay.
until the couch moment, and then she stopped.
And I'm glad you brought it up.
Well, someone had to.
Do you think that he is still a Scientologist?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
all of this like kind of like, oh, he's not really a Scientologist anymore. I'm like, girl, were you born last night?
No.
He clearly still is.
Yeah.
Also, clearly has not seen Surrey.
Oh, and it's about to be Father's Day.
I'm just saying. Well, you saw when he was asked about Father's Day on the red carpet.
No. No.
Girl,
What
you're
did he
so
say?
lucky to have me in your life.
I love a deadbeat dad, though. You know that about me.
I'm so happy I can bring this to you. On the red carpet
Mhm.
for Mission Impossible premiere, a woman from I believe it was E asked him, what are your plans for Father's Day? Like at the very end of the interview. And he said, just making movies. Just movies.
Oh.
He said, didn't talk about his 2 other children, who he still is close to because they're, I think, still in Scientology. Didn't talk about Surrey. Didn't talk about his own parents. Just movies. Just making movies.
You know, and I know her house don't even care because didn't she try to get her name changed?
She did. Now
She
she goes by
did.
Surrey Noel.
Who's Noelle?
Her middle name. And
Oh,
also I think her
okay.
mom's middle name too.
Oh, well, that's
Maybe.
lovely.
I don't know about that part, but it's definitely her middle name.
Do you have any favorite Tom Cruise lore?
Oh my gosh.
Cracks
I'm
knuckles.
so
Yeah,
glad you
yeah.
asked. Okay, well, you know about the cruise cakes?
Nope.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Tom Cruise famously sends like, I'm saying like maybe 100 cakes. They're like coconut cakes, I think. They're supposed to be really, really good, like coconut cream cakes to his like friends in Hollywood every Christmas. He sends them to like Kirsten Dunst gets one, Dakota Fanning gets one,
Oh,
Gail
love.
King gets one. People always talk about them, the cruise cakes. They come out every year and they're so good. I've never had one personally
Yet.
myself. If I say the right stuff, maybe I'll get one.
Yeah, careful where you go from here now.
Yes. I also, well, of course, the Nicole Kidman of it all. Their divorce. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. What else? One time I read the story for Vulture. I should find it again. Like 28 unsettlingly nice Tom Cruise stories about how he'll like go above and beyond to like do nice things for people.
28 feels
Yeah.
high. Higher than I would give him.
Well, and then the other thing, a really good Katie Weaver article from like 2 years ago in the New York Times Magazine about how she was like trying to find Tom Cruise because he was living in London and he like couldn't be seen. It's a really good story. You have to read it. And now his Ana de Armas romance.
Do you think that's real? Is that real?
I think it is real.
Actually, I don't know. For some reason, there is a pipeline of from
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
It's
to
like
Tom
the
Cruise.
from Justin to
Yeah.
Kelly, but the from
From
Ben to
Ben to
Tom.
I'm like, there's actually a straight line connecting those two, and that makes perfect sense.
My favorite Tom Cruise lore, though, is that there's this one paparazzi shot of him and Katie Holmes. They had the exact same side part in their hair and the same haircut.
I love lesbians.
Yeah, no,
Happy
that's very
Pride.
you coded. That's very you.
I don't know the photo, but I'm gonna need it immediately. Actually,
Oh, don't worry, I have it readily available.
I love when boys dress like their girlfriends. That's so fun.
I would ask you your Tom Cruise lore, but it sounds like you're learning things for the first time.
Oh,
Today.
you know what? You know what? My favorite Tom Cruise lore. It's not lore at all. It's from like 2 weeks ago when he pointed to that man's empty popcorn bucket at that screening and aired him out.
But that is
you finished all your popcorn already?
Actually, literally, I did finish all my popcorn before Mission Impossible, before the previews even played.
You did?
I was sitting there. Granted, I got a small.
Okay.
Did you see the tweet that someone was like, if he did that to me, I would have said, and you're in a cult. So what now?
So we're even.
Oh gosh. Okay, I do need to bring us back to Mission Impossible, to the issue at hand, because there was one part of this movie that I could not stop thinking about.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a mutually assured destruction thing. They're trying to destroy this AI, and President
Angela Bassett.
Thank you.
As it
Said,
should be.
or like all of her like military guys, or like, we can destroy with our like nuclear power these like other cities in the world, but we should, just to be safe, destroy one of our own cities.
Yes.
So no
I
one
love
knows
her
it was
going.
us.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, we have a list of cities for you, 10 cities, like American cities that like are up for grabs, basically. So what cities do you think were on the list? And be careful, because you know Chicago hates us. And what city do you think they chose?
I forgot Chicago hates us.
Well, they hate you.
I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. Anyway,
Listen,
I was
here's
gonna
the bi-coastal elite over here, just so you know.
I love the Midwest.
Because what cities do you
I
think?
was gonna say I think they picked Chicago. I'm not even joking. I literally was like, this will be my answer to Hunter. But I forgot Chicago hates us. So now I'm like scared.
So now you're treading lightly.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. I should come up with a backup plan.
That is...
Or
okay.
DC. Oh wait,
it can't
is that
be
where they
DC.
are? So
No, girl, it can't be. She said, actually, I'm done.
That's how I would want to go too. I'm like, I can't deal with this stress anymore. Blow it. Fuck it.
That's so funny. It would be one of those things too that like everyone like in government is like in an underground bunker somewhere. And it's like, wait, so everyone here is like, is dead. But like, what's that one guy, that really old guy who keeps falling in Congress, the Republican? I don't know, like Lindsey Graham survives? No, God forbid.
Oh, see.
No, okay.
What do you think?
It would be
What do you think they picked?
it would be so funny if it's like, okay, well, they can't do New York, obviously. No. They can't do anywhere in California, because like too many like rich, powerful people live there.
Of course.
And they can't do Chicago because
of me.
Of architecture.
Right. The bean.
God, it's a beautiful city, like on the water, you know. But like, it's like they can't do like Austin. London's bombed, and it's like, wait, and the US only lost Austin? Texas? That would be so crazy.
People ride for Austin in a way that
I know, but you know,
Dallas? What do you think?
I don't know. I was really thinking, I was like, maybe like, what about like Miami?
But I think no, because people like to party. And in the apocalypse, they're gonna party.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at the strip club in Miami.
It would just be so funny if like the most like random city, and like, okay, like Topeka, Kansas. Like
everyone would be like, I mean, I guess it's fine.
You know, like the prime minister is like, of like UK is like,
I just think everyone has a little bit of beef with Chicago. So that's why I thought
there's gonna be a target on your back.
No.
And it's from
there's many already. It's Pride. So add another. I don't care.
Mission Impossible. Smash or pass?
Pass. Sorry.
Yeah.
I it didn't even make me want to press play on the other. Maybe episode 2 is what I was. Maybe the second one.
Yeah.
Just for Tandy. Nice to see her.
Yeah, and all of her costumes in that movie are so Reformation coded too. It's like all titty tops. It's so funny.
Well, that makes me want back out of it. But yeah, I didn't love.
Yeah. Well,
sorry.
Yes, we're just gonna go back to watching Eyes Wide Shut.
Well, fair.
Peyton, look at this grin on my face.
Wide as hell.
Because it's rare that I'm starstruck.
That's true, actually.
No, you know.
That's true,
Who was it?
actually.
It's been Usher and it's been who else? Oh, Desi from Girls. Desi from Girls.
this
Yeah,
checks out.
yeah. And today, because we are joined by Dylan Carlino, who is an Austin-based stand-up comic, writer, and actor, as well as the host of the Feeling Girly podcast. And I know him because I'm feet planted but seated when I'm scrolling TikTok and I see, if I were a girl, my name would be Amanda, and my boyfriend would be named Charlie, and he'd be cheating on me.
Yeah.
Like,
Hunter sits up straight.
I sit up straight. I'm like sending it to people I know. I'm like, oh my goodness. Dylan, thank you so much for being on our show.
Oh my God, no, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Also, my relationship with Usher was my mom's best friend growing up, was like sickly and sexually addicted to Usher and would talk about him constantly.
Yeah.
So whenever I think about Usher, I always think, oh my God, Joanne's man.
and Hunter's still going through that, by the way. Like,
So many such cases.
many such cases. She came back from
Hunter-
Vegas.
no, I mean, he's hot. Usher is hot.
As hell. And if anything,
Yeah.
confirmed it too, the Super Bowl performance. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not why we're here today. We're here to talk. We're here to talk girls, my favorite subject. But we have a question for you. We have a question that we ask everyone.
Yes.
Are you a lover or a hater
Of Girls, the TV show?
of in
Well,
general?
Or women in general?
In general, but we'll get to that.
do you
in a second.
identify as a lover or a hater?
Oh, a lover.
Why do I never trust
What-
somebody that says lover hard stop?
Wait. I'm nervous. Wait, tell me, what is it? What's the difference?
No, okay, you're shaking the table by being like, what is the difference? Because wow, how long do we have?
Okay,
Like-
well, I feel like only a true lover can be a big hater. You have to love something to hate
Are
it.
you asking if do I talk shit? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's the answer is yes. And actually, you know that I take it back. I am a hater. I really am. I think because I hate almost everything that other people do, and it bothers me.
See, okay, and that's what I knew, because when you said lover with an ellipses attached, I was like, okay, so let's get the real answer. Let's get to the truth.
We're all on the internet. We're all haters.
Yeah, I love what I love, and I
Yeah.
love that with my whole heart. And there are certain people that I would, obviously die for. But yeah, everything else actually I do hate.
Okay, heard as hell. All right, are you a lover or a hater of girl talk?
I love it. Oh my God. Girl talk raised me.
As
It's
you
the only thing I
can
know how to do. Girl
Yeah.
talk is like it's like ruining my relationship with men because they don't know how. I like didn't have any male friends until I was like 25. There's like so many things I learned about like talking at like a girl that I had to like stop doing with my male friends. Like something that men don't do is when somebody walks out of the room, you don't talk shit about them. And
Oh, you're nasty.
Wait, boys don't do that?
no, they just go like they just leave and they go like, "No, I'm happy he was here." Or like or they have like no comment where like I'm used to like a girl walks out and you kind of all look around and be like, can you believe that she brought potato salad? Like she knows that I'm allergic to raisins. And
Like, what was her vibe? What the hell
No,
was
that's so
that?
crazy.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I've been in like rooms with men where a man will leave the room and it's like, we're all gonna talk shit about you. Like, hello.
no, they don't do it.
They don't do it. Quite
No,
as
it's
kept.
scary.
That is
Yeah, because then you're just
shocking.
holding it in. That's not right.
No, that's why men are so mad all the time. That's
Well,
why straight
yes.
men have so many problems. That's why there's a male loneliness epidemic because they're holding it all in,
Mm-hmm. They need to be
Absolutely.
talking more shit.
and that's why.
Well, you know
I
what's
actually
actually
don't think
really
we should
sad
be empowering
is that
them to talk more shit.
they don't know each other well enough to talk shit about each other. Like we are
Say it.
friendships. My best friend could be in the room. She's acting weird. I know she's acting weird because her and her boyfriend got into a huge fight and she always acts like this and she's done it for 15 years. So when she walks out of the room, I'm like, this is her issues with men and the way that she lives her life. And like, this is bothering me because she's now affecting my life. Men like, and not to be dark, but like kill themselves. And all their friends are like, we had no idea he was going through it. It's like, yeah, because you guys don't talk.
Men kill women, and then we have to, and women. But like, I think we're actually having a very important conversation here.
No, I'm glad that we brought this to the space. Okay, I need to know, how do you come up with like situations in your videos that are so like highly elaborate yet so specific? And do you like outline? Do they just come to you like what's your inspo?
No, I have like severe ADHD. And so the if I was a girl thing is something that I've been doing with my friends for years.
Yeah.
Like, and it was always my friend's favorite bits. Like, girls, I would see a girl do something, and I would either be like, oh, if I was a girl, I would do that, or I wouldn't do that. And I
Mhm.
would kind of do like a little thing for my friends, and they would love it. And then one day I was like, I should put it on socials. But no, when I'm doing it, like the first video I ever did, it was if I was a girl, I'd flush my tampons down the toilet. And it was because every time I walk into a bathroom, it says, don't flush anything other than, toilet paper. I
Yeah.
would think, oh, if I was a girl, I would flush my tampons down the toilet. I know that's about me. But I did come up with the phrase and then like the initial, premise, and then everything else is just improvised.
Wow.
And then I look at my messages to see what girls are begging for their names to be used because they send me hundreds of messages. Please do a Claire. And then I just don't say anything and I grant their wish.
Wow, this God complex is crazy.
No, I love it. Happy Father's Day to you, actually. Like,
No,
wow.
leaving them on scene and being like, I got you, Claire, in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm
I'd
coming
probably
back
get
to you.
more traction if I did like reply comments doing their names, but it seems like so much work to do that
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm just like, I'll just pick it and do it. Or if girls come to my live shows and they ask for their name, I'll do it there.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, it's all improvised.
Speaking of the
Wow.
Claires, do you have any favorite characters that you've built?
My favorite girl, I did one, it did really well. I did this girl named Sierra, and she smells her boyfriend's dick when he gets home late.
Yes, I'm familiar.
I think that one's my favorite. I also do love a girl named Veronica who goes by Ronnie.
Many such
Things like
cases.
that.
Probably
No,
bi.
I do love the ones where you're like, my name is like Elizabeth, but it would never be Lizzie. That's gross. Like something like that. Like a gross nickname. I love those.
I like hard stances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah.
We've got
A lot of
plenty of them
rules.
here between us.
Well, someone has to.
Okay, I have a question for you. As a
Yeah.
comedian, when did you start to think that you are funny in a way that other people are not funny? That you have like a unique skill and gift?
You know what's funny? I mean, like I literally, you know what? I was just like a fat gay kid for so long that like I was like, well, nobody wants to fuck me. But everyone's always laughing. And then I became obsessed with stand up and I was like, well, I was working at like a gas station, so I was like, well, I would love to do stand up. And then I just kind of started doing that. And then once I started doing it, people's reactions have always been like, wow, you're like pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I was just like, oh, I guess I must be naturally gifted.
One of the chosen
Gifted
ones.
from
Yeah,
the God. One of the
yeah.
chosen ones. God didn't give me a good body, so I had to learn how to make people laugh.
This is going to matter to a lot of Claires in a few years.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with the Reese Witherspoon clip. Women's stories matter. They just
just
matter.
I wasn't. I thought you were going to bring up her arrest video where
And
she was like,
One of my
now
favorite videos.
Now the holy texts have
Herstory.
been brought up because I'm an American.
I'm an American.
citizen on American soil. Okay.
And she didn't talk about that for too long. And I was like, you're gonna get this on the record. She like avoided.
You know what was
conversation
great
so
about
many-
that is that she got that video, and I think within 48 hours, she was on a daytime talk show with her brown hair being like, I have police officers in my family.
She is really the mistress
Queen.
of 4-quadrant appeal. Like she hits every box, every
Yeah.
demographic,
Yeah.
every political party. Everyone loves Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I just watched Sweet Home Alabama for again. I think one of my favorite movies of all
So
time.
good.
Mm.
I think every day this week I've looked in the mirror and said, what? They run out of soap down at the Piggly Wiggly since I left?
And I love white trash representation.
And I love your lived experience because that is
Thank
so
you.
crazy.
I love
Phenomenal
white
film.
trash is like my favorite thing to. You know what's so funny is that the girls come to my shows and they'll be like, please do a black girl name. And I go, no. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna do it. If I was as a white guy starting to do like
Yeah.
black girl, Latino girl content, I go, no, Drew Afalo will rip me up. I don't even know her and I'm scared of her. There's no
As
way you're
everyone
catching
should
me
be.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Queen.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We love her.
Yeah.
No, I like that because there's just like a type of white girl that it's just like, oop, she's on some other shit. She's doing something different. And that's like your girl, I think. That's your like very specific area of
Yeah.
expertise, which I appreciate. Okay,
White
now
women.
tell me, have you been at every sleepover ever? Like how are you so observant about the ways that women talk and what we talk about?
Yes, I was at every sleepover. I did not have male friends until my 20s. So I always joked that I was like socialized female because it was like even the teachers when they like remember they would like separate us by the gender. They'd be like, "Hey, we're going boys over here, girls
Yeah,
over here.
yeah.
Dylan, you can hang out with the girls." I had no male ally.
Giving you the green light, you're like, we know where you're going anyway, so just
Yeah, so
walk on
I
over.
just thought I actually had the realization where I was like, oh, I this year in the last year that I was like, oh, I'm different than other gay guys, not to be like that, because I thought we were all kind of like this, and now I realize most gay guys, they start with girls in high school, and then they go to college and make a bunch of gay friends, and then drop all of their girlfriends, and then they just hang out with each other.
Yeah.
I went right from my small town, lived there until I was 23 with all of my girls, and then I started doing comedy and just became friends with more girls and like straight guys. So I never had that like drop off period.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I mean that's just how all my friends back home talk. And it's great because it's always like the secrets and like the you whisper things and
Mhm.
it's all like you're talking behind people's backs, but it's also like coming from a place of love. I just think the way women communicate like that in secret behind men's backs is like so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And remind me, where are you from again?
I'm from small town Massachusetts, the Berkshires.
Oh, where
Her.
Dorinda is from. Dorinda
So I
Medley.
used to, I'm from 2 towns over from where Dorinda's from. We used to swim next to her house. It's called Green River.
Oh, wow.
You ever see her? Out in
No,
the
never
town?
seen her, never saw
Oh.
her. But the first time I was ever written about in a magazine, she was on the cover. It was the Berkshire County Magazine.
Oh my God, what a sleigh.
Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sister.
Sisters in many ways.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also want to, speaking of the Claire DM or Claire comment, do you ever get really crazy requests from fans, or is it just, do my name next?
They'll send like I hate to say this. There are some girls that are like, "Here's my life story. I think it'd be great for if I was a girl." And then you read it and you're like, "Honey, this is nonsense and makes no sense." So, no. Also, they're not fun when people want me to do specific ones. Like I was on
Yeah.
Cameo for a while and people wanted me to make tailored ones and I was like, "This is like way too much work for like $28."
Oh my God, I forgot about Cameo. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it. I also it's like not fun for me unless I'm making it up. If you want me to do like hyper specific situations, it's boring.
Yeah.
I will say on my podcast they send in crazy relationship stuff where I go like, "Did you read this email and still think he's the love of your life?"
and honestly, probably. I was
No,
like, because
I've
unfortunately,
seen the
a
videos
lot
of
of
you-
straight girls.
I've seen
will-
the videos of you giving advice, and there are some crazy situations. Like,
Oh yeah,
the
it's
number
nuts.
one is just dump him. Dump him. Don't ever talk to him again.
Yeah.
Every guy, they're always like, "He's the love of my life." I'm like, "You just said he has a 5-inch penis and basically hits you. What are you talking about?"
Not. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No.
Sorry, I'm dark. I should have said that.
Safe space, because there's no
Okay.
one well in this room. Not even our producers. No, I'm kidding. But
No, I have ADHD, self-diagnosed.
Same.
Wait, actually,
Actually,
okay.
mine was a doctor diagnosed.
That kind
Oh.
of you're both sick. Okay, that kind of reminded me of the scene in Girls where he Charlie wants his table back and she's like, "Don't hit us. That's what people do when they hit us." So that
Yeah.
reminded me, again, speaking of ADHD, shows about girls. What are your favorite shows about? It doesn't have to be girls necessarily, but about women that you love or maybe even pull from.
Oh, so this is actually huge. So my number one show, I think what really kind of switched my brain in my head. How old are you guys?
30.
Exactly.
Oh my God. So wait, did you guys graduate high school in
30.
2013?
2012.
2012.
Oh my God, I'm 2012 too. That's why we're deeply
Okay,
connected.
thank God. I felt
Yes,
that's why
yes,
we're mentally
yes,
ill.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'm
felt
deeply
it.
connected to anybody. It's me, you two, Phoebe Bridgers, and Maggie Rogers. And what a great group to be a part of.
It's just us.
Uh,
No one else graduated in 2012.
No. But my stepmom bought me in 8th grade a DVD full season of the 1994 show My So-Called Life.
Yes.
And that is like telling the story of like a 14-year-old girl going into her freshman year and
Yes.
she's like dating Jordan Catalano
And
she has
Brian
like
Krakow, remember him? Oh my God.
oh
that's
my God,
crazy name.
yeah, he was also another one of my favorite shows. Felicity was in that. He played a rapist, and
Heard.
but those shows, I swear, My So-Called Life was like that was like who I was as a person. I like that
Yeah.
was everything to me.
Yeah. No, that's
And
powerful.
then I have Grey's Anatomy tattoos.
Tattoos?
Yeah,
Like what?
I have Pick Me, Choose Me, Love Me on my arm. I have Be a
Wow.
Force of Nature on my leg.
Okay.
I mean, I was 19, but I still stand by them.
Then maybe you are a lover. That's a real lover thing to do.
That is a real
and
lover
that's a real
thing to
lover
do.
tattoo.
I know. Well, you know what it is that like I really did. You guys watch Grey's Anatomy?
Yes.
No.
But I stopped watching when Sandra Oh left.
Oh, good for you. I respect that so much. I stopped during the COVID season, but I will start again because I will finish it as someone who, I'm just mad at Shonda Rhimes regardless because she said the show was going to end with Ellen, and now Ellen doesn't want to do it anymore, and they're still going on for money, I'm sure.
Mm.
But I love Meredith Grey. She's probably like who I really Meredith and Christina is probably like my favorite people to ever be written. But I love that tattoo because it was like not really necessarily about being like I'm in love with you and I want you to date me, but it's like that was seen like Meredith is very repressed and never talks about her feelings.
Yeah.
And I love that it was like her being like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna actually say what I want for once.
Mhm.
And that's what the whole speech is actually about. And I loved that. So I got it tattooed on me. And it's like iconic.
Oh, you're a
Yeah.
lover.
Yeah, you are.
You're
a
a
lover.
lover.
Gotcha.
You're a real lover.
Or maybe you're both. Maybe you're bi. That's allowed too these days. So
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
happy Pride to you.
Happy Pride Month.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, my favorite movie is Practical Magic.
Oh, well, because you have a pulse.
Oh my goodness.
Because you're a lesbian. I'm like, hold
And
on. The most
Can I tell
lesbian
you,
movie.
I'm devastated. I'm not a part of the second one, which I have no claim to be a part of it, but
Yeah.
I'm devastated that I'm not.
But as a real lover of it, I
Yeah.
can understand.
I mean, you and a billion gay men just said the same thing. And me. And I'm in the room with you too, being like, how do I get
Yeah.
involved? I'll play a candlestick like shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your favorite names? And do you keep a list of names in your phone to go to?
No, I'm like really bad about that. Like I think I've done a Claire before and I did another Claire yesterday. Like I forget. And I'm like I'm like such a type B person. I literally just go through my DMs or sometimes I'll just look up like girl names.
Totally. No, totally.
But no, there's no organization whatsoever in my life. Everything's like I'm like a bad server that doesn't write anything down. I'm like, got it all up here, don't you worry. And then I'm just making mistakes.
Yeah, everything's wrong.
But favorite names, like I said, Veronica, who goes by Ronnie. I love girl names with boy nicknames. That's probably
Ooh,
like
yes.
Mhm.
Like a Charlotte Charlie.
or
Oh,
Andrea Andy.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
But
bring
I
it up
did
for
say
a
if I
while.
had daughters, and I don't want kids at all, I would have 3 daughters, and their names would be River, Lake, and Rain.
Oh goodness.
You need to be behind
So
bars.
they're gonna be bullied.
You need to be behind bars
Like, in the
immediately.
NICU.
Yeah. They're gonna be bullied by us.
Lake's my favorite.
I do fuck with River. I will say that. I like that one.
Now we want to do a little bit of a rapid fire pop
Okay.
culture it girls and tell us what stereotypes do they fit into.
Okay.
Number 1, Tate McRae.
Tate McRae's interesting because it's like she's blowing up, but we don't even know who she is because I don't think Tate McRae knows who she is. Like I think she's incredible, but I think Tate McRae in 5 years is going to be epic. So she's a girl who hasn't gone to her full power yet.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
also Canadian, so like anything
Strong
could happen.
debut.
Oh, I hate that. Don't you hate when some of your favorite people
Take
turn
it
out to be
back.
Canadian?
You're like, never mind. Actually, I don't wish her well.
It's like when you find out someone you really like is a twin too. You go, I'm done.
Oh, that's weird.
No.
you have to
yeah.
you have to come clean about being a twin, like up front.
Well,
and
as an
early.
adult,
Agreed.
especially.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Chapel Roan.
God, I mean, Chappell Roan, I hate to be like this, but I was like somebody who was listening to Chappell Roan like 4 years ago. And
Brag.
so to me it is a little bit of a sore subject, but Chappell Roan is what am I supposed to say? Not handling fame well? I mean, I don't know. I respect her so much and I respect that she wants her privacy, but I go like at a certain point, honey, you made a deal with the devil and it's over. You gotta pay up.
Yeah.
Remember privacy.
Yeah. Agreed. I hear that. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter.
I don't know. I like Sabrina Carpenter is like the most popular girl at school that you're kind of like, what's happening?
Mm.
In a good way
You know
or a
when
bad
you
way,
look
what's
back-
happening?
No, I like Sabrina.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
her
yeah.
personally. And this is no shade to Sabrina, but you know when you were in high school and the girl who was like super popular and you're like, yeah, she's pretty, but like why is she the leader of the group?
Oh, interesting. Oh, I have a totally different reader.
I love her, but I'm like, I'm not gonna jump in front of a car to save Sabrina Carpenter.
And who would you jump in front of a car
that's
to
exactly
save?
what I was gonna ask.
Oh, I would like cause a 10-car pileup to save Maggie Rogers. On the other hand,
You writing for Maggie Rogers actually is shaking
It's
the table
so
for
funny.
me more
I'm
than
not
anything
joking.
else.
I'm basically working for Maggie's team.
I was
at this
just
point.
gonna say Maggie slips in the frame. She's like,
no,
hey guys.
she went to divinity school and hired you to watch her back because the fall off of her is something to witness.
I love her though. I think
I
we
love
have
her
the same
too.
birthday.
She's incredible, but she's made great albums. I love Maggie. I just there's to me, I just like she's my number one. You know that person that sings for you, and you're
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, this is me.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
she has an incredible voice, and nobody ever talks about that.
Yeah, I loved her first album so much. And then the follow-ups have been, except for that one song, the one that felt like spring. What song was that?
All of them, kind of, to be honest.
The one with the David Byrne was the music video. I can't remember what it was called though.
Oh yeah. That's where I am.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great
that
song.
was a song.
That's a great
oh
song.
my
That is
goodness.
too. I'll tell you this right now. When we get off this, you listen to "In the Living Room," her newest single that just came out, and off her album "If Now Is Then," and tell me those don't make you feel a certain way. And those are her two very new songs.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm open-minded to a Maggie Rogers head. I didn't think that would be where we went, but I'm happy to be here.
I'm different.
You've been planted here
Okay, so
on this day.
I want to ask
love
then,
it.
what is Maggie Rogers' stereotype?
Oh gosh. Maggie Rogers is like, God, she's like that girl that's like not the most popular girl at school, but then like is like. I always joke that Maggie Rogers is like normal girl aesthetic, and then you really, but like if you stare at her for too long, you're like, oh my God, she's the most gorgeous, talented person in the entire world. She's like a secret, like took the glasses
Take the glasses
off.
off, put the hair down.
Yeah.
Oh
Whoa.
my God,
Banger.
Yeah. Banger.
I like that. And then okay, last one, Lana Del Rey.
I would never speak ill of Lana Del Rey, nor did I think I've answered a single one of these questions correctly.
There's no
But
wrong answer. There's no right answer either, but there's no wrong answer.
Here's what I'll say about Lana Del Rey. She's gorgeous. She's talented. I have never identified with her or her music simply because of this. You know how there are certain girls that guys just like love?
Yeah.
Like Lana Del Rey is one of those girls that like I have a friend Eden back in Portland who's like gorgeous, but I've like literally watched guys like jump out of their moving cars to buy her like a coffee in the morning. Like Lana Del Rey is like that. Like guys die for her. She's like effortlessly. I'm not like that. I'm like Taylor Swift. You can feel me trying. You know, like like there's no allure to me whatsoever.
You're like, hey, I'm here, by the way.
I'm here and I've been talking for 45 minutes if you haven't heard me.
Yeah. Okay, we have to close out with, of course.
Yes.
What do you think stereotypes are of Hunter and Peyton?
Yeah, if you
What are
were a
those
girl and your name
names?
were Hunter or Peyton, what would your story
What comes
be?
to you?
Oh, number one, they're definitely cool girl names. That's the thing. A girl named Hunter, I'm not going to be honest, has the ability to bully you into an inch of your life.
And will.
And
And has.
And thank you for seeing me.
And has.
And Peyton isn't going to do it by herself, but if she's standing next to Hunter, you know she's throwing a couple, that's right, in there. and
Coming over the shoulder with and see? And that's what I said.
Absolutely. I love, Peyton and Hunter, those are very cool girl, popular boarding school names where you're like scared.
Okay, tax bracket.
Wow,
Come on,
I love
boarding
it.
Tax
school.
bracket.
Give us a
Oh,
little-
tax. You guys are giving rich to me.
This is
I'll
how
tell
it
my
feels.
mom.
This is how other girls feel when they get their horoscope read.
Yeah,
Is how I feel right now.
yeah.
I need you to know that. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Dylan, thank you for being on the show. And where can people follow you?
Follow me at Dylan P. Carlino. Dylan Carlino, although he has 168 followers, would not give me the name. So it's Dylan P. Carlino. And then I have a podcast, Feeling Girly, which is at Feeling Girly Pod at Instagram.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
We are back on the Belieber beat. You heard it here. Actually, not first, but maybe like fifth. Hailey Bieber has sold Road to Elf for a cool $1 billion.
Billion with a B.
Billion with a B.
You know I'm happy.
What was your first reaction?
Thank God. No. No, my reaction was period.
My reaction was, what did Justin Bieber post?
My reaction was, and what about it? You know I love Road.
You don't play by
I
some
do.
Rhode.
I'm actually using Road today on my lips and on my moisturizer.
Oh,
Yeah, the glazing milk.
well, keeping them in business. Well, again, and just about $1 billion from Elf, also keeping them in business.
Okay. I have long thought that Rhode is in like a, oversaturated celebrity skincare market.
Yeah.
Has felt unique in that it's a very small product line. They only have really 9 products, that they focus more on skincare, and that it doesn't try to do too much. It's like, this is just a really good, simple moisturizer, a really good, simple cleanser, which also the pineapple cleanser does smell very good. And I'm not usually into like smells or like scents. The peptide lip treatment, it does get grainy.
It congeals with the quickness.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
I love the look of it. Yeah. I just don't love that happens, and it's something that's been complained about and not been fixed before the purchase.
I know. But I also I do like the pinky, the pocket blush.
Oh, yeah.
The pocket blushes are very good. Very good colors, very good. And also there's like a couple colors that can be used as a bronzer on like certain complexions too, which I think is like, I love like a multi-use product. But I think that like also Hailey is, that's my sister. I'm sitting by her. She's a very good influencer.
Yeah.
Like she really uses her own stuff enough. And that's like something that other celebrity brands don't do as effectively.
Well, the gospel is like 99% of celebrities, especially ones with beauty brands, use MAC.
Yeah,
they use MAC or Chanel or an Estee Lauder. Like if you're getting photographed on a red carpet, you are wearing that. You're very much not wearing your own products. But I do think because Hailey does so much of her content very like on the girl go, like inside like at
lo-fi,
home. Yes.
Yeah.
It's very shot on iPhone boots, and like not in a bad way, in a way that's like accessible and makes her palatable to a lot of young people.
Totally. And again, because a lot of it is skincare, she can do it all. Like she's always prepping her face before like a full glam moment with the Rhode stuff. But I also think that the products are like, pretty, like I have like acneic skin. They're very safe. I've never gotten like a breakout from it. And I think that's, it definitely builds upon the foundation that like Glossier laid, like the Glossier kind of model. But I think ultimately Glossier, like their offerings have become too much. And I think the quality has lessened. They've launched like 3 fragrances this year.
Yeah, I would agree. But they smell really good. That white one, I don't know what it's called, but the white one smells incredible. But I want to kind of go a little bit away from the products because I do think that there's like a larger conversation that's really interesting to me about the appeal of Hailey Bieber and what $1 billion sell around, a 9 product line. I do think there's a lot of room to grow. And it's like you can see that there's going to be an investment in this brand that makes it even bigger and not like rushing to make all this product. But I do find myself at odds with the rise of this clean girl aesthetic, the rise of like and return to a lot of like white heteronormative, like I think it's just interesting to like look further at like what this means and not just like the products themselves, which are good, but like the person behind them and why Hailey works as a really good ubiquitous influencer.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm going to say?
I don't know.
She's radically bland. It's her greatest asset.
Yeah.
Like she does have a kind of blankness, like an essential blankness that allows you to project a lot of like ideas and also clothes and also fashion choices and aesthetic choices onto her. Which is again what makes her a very good influencer because she has like she can do like a full glam and then also like lots of color and then can also do like just kind of like clean kind of Bella Hadid bun, but doesn't have that like high fashion kind of like severity to her look that again allows for her to be like ultimately pretty relatable. Like
beautifully basic. In a time where people are like Pinterest sporting personalities.
But like, I also like that she's not so like Sarah Plain and Tall. Like she is Sarah Plain and Tall. You didn't read those books?
No.
Like she's not like the milky like milkmaid dresses. She's not that.
Yeah,
she's not that.
Yeah,
like
she's not. Well, I almost said she's not giving trad wife, but these days I don't know.
She's not getting trad wife. A trad wife can't sell $1 billion company.
But, no, you don't say that, Nara. Sorry, whoa.
Jeez.
Nara, I'll put the gun down. I'm sorry. I didn't even know you like that.
That is
Nara Smith just
crazy. That is crazy.
Strays.
One thing that I do think, because inevitably you can't say the name Hailey Bieber without someone saying Selena Gomez 4 lines later. But this is interesting. So Rare Beauty, Selena Gomez's brand, used to be like the number one selling brand at Sephora, like their top like most profitable company,
Yeah.
most shelf space. And now I was reading in Puck just after the Bieber news broke, quote, though still one of Sephora's top brands, Rare has started to slide in the rankings. Last month, a person with knowledge of Sephora's business told me that Rare is, quote, the biggest makeup share loser at Sephora in the past 12 months. And from what I've read also in Puck that Selena Gomez has been exploring a sale of Rare. However, because Rare now has like so many products, so many different colors, so many different like, you know, it's so many different categories in beauty that it is ballooning the price so that it's really difficult for her to sell this. And part of the Rhode sale that's so genius and that's so like impressive, Charlotte Palomino, the Dew founder, did a really good
legend
video about this too, that because Rhode only has like 9 products, there's like so much opportunity for growth that makes it like really enticing for a brand like e.l.f. And also something else is that e.l.f. is mostly not like drugstore, but like Target, like that level, you know, company. So that I think it keeps Rhode in a very like sweet spot price point where it's like, this is an expensive lip gloss for like a little bit more expensive blush, but it's not luxury. It's not like you're paying for like the Dior, which I think is another really smart play from the Rhode team, which is not like a lot of like, I mean, the it's like less expensive than like the Kylie brands, I think, and like the Kim makeup beauty brands.
I forgot about her. I forgot, not Kylie, obviously, but I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Remember every airport, every JFK, every LAX, a Kylie lip kit, slam in the front door. Oh my God, those untouched, collecting dust.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have to kind of close this out with, of course, I looked immediately at Justin Bieber's Instagram. When I tell you a man will learn, because why was his post a photo, the same photo that Hailey posted, and then right after was just a screenshot of her caption. No caption of his own.
And you know what that says to me? That says, well, damn. That says here, since I can't say anything right.
Because he can't. I said, good work, Hailey. Get him in line.
Yeah, well,
she said, you just gonna copy, you gonna paste. You ain't gonna do nothing else. No razzle dazzle.
She said, actually, give me the keys to this account right now. She said, put it in the Slack. Yeah. I've had enough of this.
Oh, queen. Ate that.
And now he's about to go spend some of her money.
Happy Father's Day. It's not Father's Day at all, actually.
Well, it's close enough.
Close enough. We're rounding up. Well, that's it for this week. As usual, we are 2 online, so you don't have to be.
Tom Cruise, if you're listening, let me say this, which you should be. I'm gonna need you to get a haircut, King. I need you to go to the barber and just a quick trim of the back and a little bit of the sides. That's all.
And Justin Bieber, if you're listening to Let Me Say This, which I'm sure you are, I'm gonna need you to get in that studio, King. Get off Instagram and get in the stew. Yeah, it's time to work.
But he doesn't need a haircut. I like the buzz cut on him.
No, it's working always. Yeah. Follow us on socials at Let Me Say This Pod and at Peyton Dix and at Hunter H.
Let Me Say This is hosted by me, Hunter Harris.
And me, Peyton Dix.
Let me say this.